Hello, 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 and a very warm welcome to today's Masterclass. Well, this week's Masterclass. I'm Rachel Smith, a business grower. I'm Rachel Smith, a business grower, and I work with female entrepreneurs who are passionate about their business and who are looking to generate consistent months of income to grow a business that they love, that gives them freedom, financial profit, and a whole load of flexibility that you wouldn't get for working 9 to 5. So every week I bring a weekly masterclass to this page on a Wednesday around this time. I will be doing it next week because I am going to be attending a 2-day event with my coach and all of my mastermind peers. So I will be giving you some insights into everything I'm learning actually over at that event. So if you want to be the first people to hear from like the leading business experts in growing a profitable online business, the kind of next level up from me, you can actually watch me and see this information for the first time over on my Instagram page. So on Instagram, I'm the business grower, and I will be covering all the juicy details from that event on my stories. So if you don't currently follow me on Instagram, go and hop over there, make sure you're following me, and then next kind of Tuesday evening, Wednesday, Thursday, Wednesday and Thursday are the key days. I've just got the schedule of all the speakers. So I'll be listening to people talk about taking a business to 6 figures, launching, like how to launch nowadays, money, all sorts of different things that are going to be covered. So I will have a lot of great ideas, lots of juice to share with you, which you can be the first to do that by following me over on Instagram. But today I wanted to talk about 3 places where you are highly likely to be leaving money on the table in your business. Now, these are quite high level. Let's see how this live goes, but I might give you an actionable at the end of it. But I wanted to kind of share this because we can get caught up in the need to keep on creating new things. And very often, the best, the easiest, and the most graceful money that you can actually generate in your business is the money that's already there. Hi, Jeanette. Oh, Jeanette, this is like 2 weeks in a row. How did you get on with your lead magnet? So let me know whilst I'm rabbiting on about this. So we are creative women. We love like starting something new. New always feels really exciting. But sometimes we are making business and generating money really, really difficult for ourselves. So I wanted to share like 3 areas that I've definitely had this experience, and I've definitely see women doing this over and over again. 3 kind of really easy places where you could go and have a look in your business right now after this masterclass and actually figure out if you are leaving money on the table. I mean, there's loads more, and there's like, this is high level, and there's also some lower level areas as well. Oh, well done, Jeanette. She took action. Well done. That's amazing. And all I want for like the people who land on this page and watch this masterclass, so people like you, is I want for you to be able to make money really easily and really gracefully in your business. We don't have to make things overly complicated. And I think we do. And it doesn't have to be that way. So 3 places where you could be leaving money in your business. So number 1 is that there is no follow-up, that you are not following up from people who have made an inquiry with you. Perhaps you've responded once with the information and you just sat there and you have absolutely no idea if that person is interested, if your response helped them to make a decision, or if they actually require anything else. I also see this kind of no follow-up occurring when people get on a sales call, and maybe it's always great timing, isn't it? And maybe the person who you're having a sales conversation with is undecided, whether or not that they can and they're ready to invest with you at that level. So the conversation just kind of like dwindles out and you're left really not knowing what is happening. But these are all really great examples of where you can follow up. Now, there's a real mix of ways that you can follow up. And you can obviously, I like the personal touch. If somebody's got in touch with you personally, I think you should personally get back in touch with them. And there's a couple of things, is that I would say that with somebody who is inquiring about coming and working with you, is that you follow up until you receive a definitive answer. In that way, you are serving them in the highest possible way. You're giving them the opportunity to say yes and for them to work on whatever it is that they need to work on, or you're giving them the opportunity to say, no, thank you, that is not for me as well. So I would say that you follow up until you've got a definitive answer from them. That is not to say you become some sort of like hustle crazed woman. There's definitely a point where in follow up when you can give them a get out of jail card for free, when you can say to them, perhaps this isn't the right time for you. And if that's the case, of course, that's absolutely fine. It would just be really great to understand that. So I would say follow up is key. If you've been spending time either private messaging somebody or speaking to somebody about coming and working with you, is follow up until you've got a definitive, but definitely play your get out of jail for free card. Give them an opportunity to get out, because often it can feel very comfortable. Perhaps you've made a connection and it can feel really comfortable for that person to say no to you, but just make it easier. One way or another, you need to understand where you are with that situation. So that's number one, follow up. Number two is about launching. Now, and it's often when my clients can work with me over in the 5K Club, they have got into launch mode, but launch mode looks like this, is that they've launched something on the Friday, they've sent out a couple of emails, they haven't heard back, so by the time Monday comes around, the launch is finished, it's been a failure, and it's been a massive disappointing flop. So number two is, if you are getting into launch, is to really fine-tune your launch technique. Really spend some time working on your technique. And I've just been chatting to one of the ladies who's coming to my live event tomorrow, and we are going to spend some time tomorrow really planning out her next launch, because she's got a really brilliant product and we want to maximize the number of people who can come through and have the opportunity to work with it. So if you are either not getting into proactive launching, or if perhaps your launches sounded similar to what I've just shared with you, where you share a couple of emails, you get very little kind of traction from it, and then you therefore declare that the launch is over and it's been it's been a disaster. So plan out your launch. The world that we're in is changing. Therefore, as entrepreneurs, we need the ability to change with our audience and give them what they need to help them through the process of deciding whether or not they want to come and work with you. And number three is like a really, 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 really important area. And I would have naturally started with this first, but I've got a total free resource that's going to help you with that. So I just wanted to leave this to the last, but I actually think this is one of the most relevant one, is that the reason why people are failing to maximize the growth potential and their profit potential from their business is because they haven't got a business model in place that supports them. So what do I mean by business model? Do I need something like really boring and something really complicated? I don't. I've got a really simple resource that shows you how to create a business model, and this business model helps you to identify exactly how you're going to generate profit in your business. And one of the reasons why I say that, if you have the model that I'm just going to talk about, you are losing out on so much opportunity. So very, very often where people are struggling to grow the business is that they are still working on a one-to-one basis. Now, I touched on this last week, where I did indicate that if you had just a business model where you purely worked with one-to-one clients, that can work, but you've got to accept that there is a ceiling. There's only so many hours in the day that you have available, so it's a ceiling. So if you've got that model, the amount of money that it costs somebody to come and work with you on a one-to-one basis has to be at a premium price. I'm not talking about a couple of grand, I'm talking about premium price. And that's how you can maximize that particular model. But for the majority of us, we need a model where there's a mixture of working one-to-one and one-to-many. So I would say that if you currently don't have any group offer, this is an opportunity where you are missing a fabulous opportunity for you to actually maximize your profit, to work with groups of people in a really creative, fabulous way. And so many different ways that you can carve that up and make that work for you. So if you're interested in looking at your business model and really figuring that out, I've got a free 30-minute masterclass where I actually break this down for you and give you an example of how you can use a business model to generate 5K every month in your business. And it's completely free. So there's a copy on here, so you can just click on the page and download it, or you can jump over to my website, which is www.rachelsmithlifecoach.com. And it's there on the homepage. It's the very first resource that you find. So if you want to look at your business model and make sure that you are maximizing the level of profit and growth in your business really easily and very gracefully, have a look at that resource because it's brilliant. The other element within that resource is that I demonstrate how you can eradicate feast and famine, and I'm talking about those periods of time when you've got no money coming into your business, and that's not what we want for you. So if you've got any questions about that, let me know. If you are thinking, I definitely are leaving money on the table in those three areas, that's great. You don't have to keep reinventing the wheel. You can go back and you can follow it properly. You can really plan out your launch, get into some really exciting launch plans and techniques, and really maximize the potential that you have in letting people know what you've got and why they should come and work with you. And the third thing is to absolutely make sure that you've got a business model in place that allows you to, yes, work one-to-one with people if that's what you choose to do, but also for you to have group offerings in there as well. And if you need more resources about that, just download that 30-minute masterclass where I go into that and I give an example of both an online and an offline business of how easy it is to generate consistent months of 5K in your business. And obviously, if your target's bigger than that, you can just change the figures around. But that is a brilliant resource to go and have. So I'll just put the link in here, and you can hop over, go and download it, watch it, go watch it over your lunch now, or something like that, and just put it into action. It's not hard, it's not difficult, but it's going to get rid of a whole load of pain for you. So any questions about that, either live or if you're watching the replay, just let me know. I'm absolutely passionate about making your business work, hoping, generating as much profit as possible from that. And that's what these weekly masterclasses are around. So thank you so much for watching this. Hope this has been useful. Any comments, feedback, let me know. And I look forward to coming back in the school holidays with the masterclass from then. So there won't be one next week, but there'll be plenty of behind the scenes, first to hear, all the kind of big downloads from that event I'm going to. So if you're not already following me on Instagram and you want to be the first people to get the news about the new strategies that you can be using in your business, hop over to Instagram and follow me over there. I'm the Business Grow. Bye. See you later.